If you're looking for safe and reliable grinding services, hit up Cliff2_3 on Twitter. Yo, what is good, y'all? RC the Great here with a quick video for you guys. I wanted to give you guys a quick card review on one of the cards that I have really been enjoying using lately in Unlimited and just playing the game in general. And that is this Pink Diamond Ricky Rubio Moments card from November 7th when he had that monster game. Now, when this card first came out, not many people thought he was going to be that great because a lot of the YouTubers said that his dribble style on Slasher was not very good for competitive play. So his price kind of tanks. So if we go look at his current price, you can see that he is actually very cheap. He really went down. He was starting off at like 120K, and then each day that went by, he just skyrocketed downwards, if that even makes sense. But he's now settling around 40K MT for the base version, and you can find some cards with like contracts and diamond shoes and stuff for a little bit more. I think in general, for the average player, Ricky Rubio is a very, very good card. Now, if you need shifty or quick dribble style, he may not be for you, but the way I play, I do not think I need it. And you can also find some with some extra Hall of Fame badges on them. This one has pogo stick. He does not have block very well anyway, so I would not go for that. But let's look at the Rubio that I was able to get and the reason why I do use him on my main team. So I was able to find a Ricky Rubio that had the Hall of Fame quick first step. And I'm going to go through some freestyle footage of how he moves. And then at the end of the video, we're just going to have some gameplay of him moving around in Unlimited, hitting some shots, playing defense, all that kind of stuff. And I do really think I'm going to be using him as my point guard in qualifiers because he hits tons of shots. He has a very quick shot. He does what I need him to do on offense, and he's not that much of a liability on defense unless you get posted up. I did add some badges to him to give him a little bit more edge on defense. Intimidator, Interceptor, Deadeye, Sniper, Hustler, and of course I made sure he put his Ball Stripper and Menace all the way up to gold because I want to be a little bit more effective on defense. But this quick first step really does turn him up. Looking at his stats, he is 6'4", 93 three-point shot. My coach gives him a 97. He has a 25 dunk, so you're really only going to be laying the ball up when he does have a 90 layup, but we do shoot floaters and teardrops over here, so we're not worried about dunking the ball. 90 ball handle, 97 and 96 for passing, 93 and 84 with the shoe that I have on him for steal and defense. Now, my coach does give him a +4 steal, so he has 97 steal, and my coach gives him a +4 perimeter defense, so he has 88 perimeter defense. His block and interior are literally dog shit. I will say that. Really, really bad. So you're not going to be blocking or playing any kind of interior defense with him. So you're just going to have to live with that and know how to surround him with better defenders. He's also not a very good rebounder, but I also increased his speed with ball, acceleration, and his lateral quickness to give him a little bit more edge when he is dribbling the ball and defending out there. And obviously, he does have that Hall of Fame quick first step. So let's move over to freestyle and just show you some of my favorite moves that I use with him. Then we're going to show you guys some gameplay and why I think Ricky Rubio fits my team. Now, I do run him with the Moses Malone so I can have an inside center for a more defensive presence. And then it gets Ricky Rubio to throw some alley-oops because I do have the Hall of Fame Lob City finisher on my Moses Malone. And we have some defenders surrounding him like Klay Thompson and Andre Karolinko. If I need a small forward to come in, I can put Paul Silas for some extra defense and even the Jaylen Brown. And obviously, I have a backup point guard in Gary Payton that is going to be my real defender if I need a defensive style point guard out there. So let's hop into freestyle and show you my favorite moves with Ricky Rubio. All right, we are in freestyle with Ricky Rubio. As you can see, his hot zones are at the top of the key. He has a ton of hot zones up here. He does not have any hot zones on the left or right corner, but that is okay because he's still going to be able to hit. Looking at his dribble moves, he is very quick with the ball because I have the Hall of Fame quick first step on him. Some of my favorite moves definitely explode quicker because he has that badge. If you get the base version with just regular gold quick first step, he's not going to move that fast, but if you can find one with Hall of Fame quick first step, I definitely think his dribble style doesn't matter at all. When you think about the quick and shifty, when they burst out of these moves, they kind of move a little bit quicker, like off of this move. So that's how the slasher looks when he kind of like dips his shoulder. And a lot of players don't like that. So that's why his price kind of dropped down because there's some of the competitive guys that said that slasher style is pretty much trash. So people listen to that. Obviously, I play a little bit different than people, so it doesn't bother me, and he fits my style very, very well. His jump shot is very quick as well. You can green it easily, and he has Hall of Fame mismatch expert, which is going to allow him, anybody taller than him, especially 4 inches or more, you're going to be able to hit shots contested at a higher clip. He is 6'4", so if I'm matching up against a Porzingis, Kawhi, anybody like 6'8" or taller, I'm going to be able to hit shots easier if they switch on screens or anything like that. So I like having that badge. I also have Hall of Fame blinders, Deadeye, catch and shoot, bullet passer, a ton of badges on this dude that just makes him an offensive juggernaut to me. And I'm able to use him pretty easily on the offensive end. Looking at some of his moving dribble moves, I do like his behind the back. It doesn't look like it creates a lot of stuns, but for some reason the defense gets stunned a lot by this move. His moving crossover is not that bad at all. It takes a little bit too long for me, so I don't do it. I'd rather do his momentum crossover. As you can see, I get a lot more speed off of that move when I do his momentum crossover. Another move I like to use is just using his size up by tapping L2. When I do that, he has a series of moves he can go into. Sometimes I'll do it like that. But if I have a screen set, I kind of do the through the legs crossover, kind of how like Tim Hardaway did when he was playing. So I'll hit through the legs and then I'll just push the other way and I'm going to hit a crossover right out of it. And it really gets people going to where when I want them on the screen, I'm able to stop and hit my shot. Now, obviously, if I don't stop and hit my shot, I can combo some moves together, do a lot of stuff where Rubio as he would do. And then I'm going inside and I'm hitting floaters because I'm not going to be trying to dunk the ball. I'm not trying to go in with bigs if I'm not going to be throwing up some kind of floater or teardrop because that's going to allow me to score with him at a higher clip. You'll see in my gameplays that I use floaters with him a lot, and it allows me to throw alley-oops off of them as well. So I can either shoot the floater or I can throw the alley-oop off a pick and roll. So he's a very dynamic offensive player. Unconventional because people usually like to dunk the ball. But if you get used to the mid-range game, he is very easy to use. And I think if he would have had shifty or quick dribble style, every single player would have been using Ricky Rubio. But since his dribble style was different, not many people picked him up. And I think it's actually a mistake because he is very, very good to use. He is such an easy player to score with, and he makes my offense way better. Obviously, I like Gary Payton on defense, but Ricky Rubio really turns my offense up. So we talked about the badges. We talked about the stats. We need to just talk about a little bit on defense. When he is on the court, he is definitely going to be a liability inside. You cannot allow him to just get posted up or mashed. They are going to try to target him. So make sure you surround him with some defenders and he should be fine. Stripping the ball, stealing the ball, playing tough defense with the menace and clamps badge, he's going to be able to lock up any point guard on the wing. It's not that difficult at all for him to play defense out on the wing. It's just inside. So I definitely recommend having somebody else out there that can help you on defense, having a good center, having a good small forward out there, and having a good shooting guard that can defend because you don't want too many weak defensive players out on the court. But I want you guys to start thinking different about the cards that you use. Use cards that you enjoy. Don't always just use cards because the community says that they're good or they have this specific shot or style. Test them out. Figure out what badges you can add to them to make them fit how you want them to play. And I think you guys will have way more fun with the game. So without further ado, let's just get into some gameplay. I'm going to just let the gameplay play, show you some offense, show you some defense, and have a little fun with Ricky Rubio. Hope you guys enjoy it. I will catch you in the next video after this. Enjoy, man. Peace.